Hello loves, Emily Alice here with your tarot reading. I'm going to start with an animal oracle. See what messages are there. Are you ready? Ooh, okay. We've got the Finch and Peach romance. Ooh la la. Well, what a lovely time for it. Cozy evenings, roaring fires, little snogs in the pub over a mulled wine. Oh, lucky you, babe. And we got the Elk and Ash, strength. You have been so strong for so long. You deserve a bit of this romance now, don't you? Yeah. You really, your strength is about your inner strength, not just how many reps you can do in the gym, but it's about your inner strength, isn't it? How much you've put up with and still bounced back every time, babe. Well done, you. Yeah, maybe this romance it's just a nice bit of light relief, eh? Because you've had to work so hard. And if you're in a relationship already, there's nothing wrong with a little kiss and canoodle under some mistletoe at this time of year, that's for sure. Yeah. Life is for living and it's for kissing too. So if you get the chance, absolutely go for it, babe. Right, let's see what tarot has to add to that. Oh, spirit guides. What more do we need to know? Okie dokie. Oh, we've got the world coming out on the bottom of the deck there. Success. The completion of a cycle. Successfully. This is you looking back at everything you've done over this last phase and feeling really proud of yourself. Pleased with what you've done. At peace with what's come before. I feel like you're elevating yourself a bit. Things that used to worry you before, I think you're kind of leaving them behind somehow. This ending of this cycle, it closes out some stuff for you that actually will be a bit of a relief, I think. You'll realise, it might not even be that conscious, but I think you'll realise that you don't give a shit so much anymore. Pardon my French. But yeah, I feel like the things that used to bother you are not going to bother you in the next cycle, in the next phase. What are those things for you? They can be internal things like giving yourself too much of a hard time about, like being anxious, about being a perfectionist and, feeling guilty. All of those things that don't really exist until we do them to ourselves. But you're not going to be doing that anymore, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Wow. That's just round the corner. Let's see how we get there. So we've got a Two of Pentacles here. The juggle continues. I think, though, that you're seeing the juggle for what it is now and how easily you've juggled it for so long. Two can be about decisions as well, but I do feel like you've really mastered the juggle now, is what it's saying to me. You've mastered the juggle and you're thinking, yeah, so what? I can do this with my eyes closed, do this all day long. What more is there for me? What more is there for me? There's the moon coming up here. Ooh, fear of the unknown. But it's also about your dreams and your deepest and darkest desires. What are those? Are they rearing their heads as part of this romance? What do you really want out of your life? What are you going to go after? there's a wolf and there's a dog. The dog is the tame version. The wolf is your wild side. Have you run with the wolves? Do you feel or do you hear the call of that wild side of yourself? Is it calling you towards something that you've never done before? We've also got this King of Swords showing up here. Now, is this a fellow in your life? If you are having this romance, this could be then a man in your life or a person in your life that has these attributes, this King of Swords sort of personality, intellectual, quick thinking, sharp, no bullshit with this person, really sharp, an air sign potentially, but somebody who's very quick and very perceptive and sees things very clearly. Now that's interesting coming up, isn't it? When we've got this moon energy here of things not being seen clearly, about things a bit hidden and in the dark. But we've got this character coming in, illuminating what was once dark and hidden. And then we've got this two, flip-flopping between the two, between the light and the dark, the illumination and the moon. What is this saying to me, and what does this mean for you? It seems like you are tussling between your wild side and your tame side. It seems like so far you've been just juggling a little bit gently with both, but you want to plunge right into one of these, or you really want to embrace one aspect of yourself, or maybe both, with more gusto here. It feels like you've been a little bit too timid, a little bit too gentle and shy with life, and that you're looking to raise your game, raise your energy in this next phase. And maybe that's what brings you to this absolutely golden conclusion, that you are understanding so much about both aspects of yourself, that you're a very complex and exciting character. You can keep your head in any situation, but you're quite keen on the esoteric, the dark. You can be a little bit challenging, a little bit mysterious, whilst also wanting everything illuminated and clear. What a mystery, what a conundrum you are. Somewhere in between that is what you've been playing with, the balance between the two. You've kept that balance so well for so long. What does it mean? How are you feeling about it now? What does it mean in this, at the end of this cycle, at the end of this phase for you? Really interesting. Shall we get an oracle to see if we can shed any more light on this? Wow. There's a lot of complexity here coming through in the way you are coming through, in your power. But what it says is that you are in complete balance. That you are really, really strong, actually. That you are of two extremes, but you keep them in control so well. You are a master of yourself. You can let yourself be wild, and you can be an intellectual, working hard, seeing clear, being a strategist. Wow, babe, who are you? Right, we've got one. Here it is. The red rose. Don't worry, darling. Overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree. Don't worry, darling. Overcoming obstacles. There is nothing you should be worried about because you master both sides of your personality. All your extremes are there and you know about them, but you own them. You're in control of them. Let's see what the book says about this red rose. This calls for specs. I thought I had them in my head there for a minute. Right, number 18. The red rose. Here we go. That red rose has an eye in it and it's speaking to her. Don't worry, darling, you'll find your way. Of course you will. You've got the strength, remember? Oh, I keep getting sidetracked. Right, let me read this. Okay. I freely flow and find my path. I nurture my joy. Yeah, you do. An ally and guide, the red rose represents a being that blooms even in impossible situations. This particular rose grew from the concrete of the sidewalk. Nature always finds a way. She has an all-seeing eye at the centre of her petals. Bit creepy, but yeah. She's used her insights and magic to overcome all odds and obstacles in her way, even when others didn't believe it was possible. Her spirit is surprisingly light-hearted, playful and colourful. For such a resilient and spiritually connected being who chooses to be stubborn and still seek joy, magic and meaning despite circumstances. This results in her ability to continue growing and even uplift and inspire others as they try to do the same. There is a carefree and fluid energy behind this card. The card and guide invite you to stop being so serious, to trust that you will make it through with whatever it is that you need to, as you have in the past. You're not permanently stuck, so lighten up. Relax the worry, overthinking and doubt. It isn't helping you or anybody. It only blocks what you want and where you're trying to get to. Yes, babe. No more worrying. No more doubt. Oops. You are strong. You are together. You are the meeting of excellent opposites and you have them all totally in the palm of your hand. Amazing stuff, babe. Don't worry. You will find your way. I have complete faith. All right, loves. Hope that helps. I'll see you next time. Bye.